Hello, I'm Jake Jones. My liver is weeping like warm cheese right now because I'm finally laying off the sauce. Hold your applause, please. I have no idea how long this is going to last. Could be a week, a month, an hour, a second. If you call this a redemption story, then I'm Anthony Weiner on the verge of yet another disastrous dick pic. Speaking of disastrous nudes, Jennifer Lawrence is back in the news. What a sad life she must have, being wealthy and hated. Oh, just awful. Just terrible. She conducted an interview with the Washington Post for her new movie Red Sparrow, in which she allegedly has several nude scenes. I wouldn't know. I haven't seen the film and don't know anybody who has. I imagine the only reason anyone would see it is for these scenes, but what's the point? They can't jerk off to it. Maybe if you were showing it in a smut cinema in 1970s Harlem, but we're not in that era anymore. Now we have Google. Google's got your back. That's all I know about the film, is that its subtitle should be The Fappening Part 2. Except it's 2 hours of boredom in between, so I've heard. Many of the reviews have pointed out that the nudity is exploitative in nature and has little artistic merit. That's for you to decide when you don't see this movie. In any case, I would advise you not to waste your money, because Jennifer Lawrence apparently doesn't think very highly of anybody who's seen the nudes anyway. The nudes themselves meant nothing to most people except a few seconds of bliss, but I don't see a reason why I would give a shit if they were my nudes. Sure, it might make for an awkward Thanksgiving dinner back home in the Kentucky trailer, but when you've already made it, J-Law, I say fuck 'em. It's one day or however long you spend with them, and as long as they still want your money, they gotta do what you say anyway. Why even bring it up? You can give them a warning. Be like, guys, you still want those checks rolling in, don't you? Or something. Be more subtle, because I'm anything but subtle. I've never seen anybody use my dick pics to steal my identity. Only the NSA can do that. It was consensual. It was consensual. Of course. Lewd photos are obviously not consensual. She didn't take them herself. Clearly it was a rapist perched outside her window who just happened to have a very long lens. And, look, I'm not against celebrities having opinions or being politically active. I'm a liberal on my way to Hollywood. I fit the cliche perfectly. Why would I be against it? But some celebrities just don't know when to shut their shitholes, and it reflects poorly on them. It's a win-win. They keep winning at life, and the shitheel at the factory gets to walk away with real reasons to hate them. George Clooney just sold $1 billion tequila company, and now he's still doing Nespresso commercials like a jackass. He's flossing on your ass. Go raid his mansion in Lake Como. I've seen it. Go raid it when he's not home. I don't give a shit. Let's see how much you hate these people, America. If you think you're the real America who's gonna set these pansy-ass liberals straight, start acting like it. Robin Hood that shit. Of course, this doesn't change the fact that Jennifer Lawrence is dressed up dog shit anyway. I need something to respond to desperately in a video, so here's the poorly worded statement in full from Cat Shit Everdeen.
And I showed up for the first day and I did it and I felt empowered. I feel like something that was taken from me, I got back.
Yes, I forgot. J-Law would never have taken those nudes of herself. She couldn't possibly. She must have been possessed by the demons of the patriarchy, leaving her a helpless victim who just couldn't say no. Or perhaps she was unaware of all the spy cams conveniently placed around her house as she flexed on the couch in the Raw. And you wonder why they call you bitch, I betcha. You refuse to take responsibility for your own actions, and the best part is, all you've accomplished with this interview is that you've inspired many lonely porn warriors to relive the glory days of the fappening, without seeing your shitty movie. Only in the elite Hollywood jerk circle could a whoopsie moment of getting your nudes leaked be a source of personal trauma. Overemphasizing the value of your own body may be the most narcissistic notion anybody's ever thought of. It's pictures of rotting flesh that makes other rotting flesh fill with blood and harden. The consent part ended when you took them and sent them out. That's on you, motherfucker. But you contest that disrobing in a Russian spy movie is completely different. Why don't you ask all of your abusers sitting in front of their laptops if they see a difference? To a weeping dick, flesh is flesh. I hate to tell you the truth. It doesn't matter where it comes from, Jen. You don't seem to take any issue with being naked now. So what is this about, Jen? Money? It seems to me what you're saying is, nobody is allowed to see my pristine figure unless they buy a ticket. Congratulations, you just called yourself a hoe. And the majority of America agrees. But my body was taken from me! How do you figure that? You were not assaulted, kidnapped, imprisoned, or made to do anything against your will. You made a mistake and sent the pictures to a person who betrayed your trust. All you had to do was live up to that mistake for once in your motherfucking life. If you'd simply fessed up to being a slut back in your party days like a normal person, maybe you wouldn't feel so slut-shamed now that you're a regal princess. Fuck off. This is Jake Jones for Rage Win. I'll be back shortly.